The original idea of the web was that it should be a collaborative space where you can communicate through sharing information. Data is a precious thing and will last longer than the systems themselves. I found myself answering the same questions asked frequently of me by different people. It would be so much easier if everyone could just read my database. I would have to create a system with common rules that would be acceptable to everyone. That meant as close as possible to no rules at all. Email allowed messages to be sent from one person to another, but did not form a space in which information could permanently exist and be referred to. Most of systems still depended on some central node to which everything had to be connected. I wanted the act of adding a link to be trivial. If I was, then a web of links could spread evenly across the globe. I think, in general, it's clear that most bad things come from misunderstanding, and communication is generally the way to resolve misunderstandings, and the web's a form of communications, so it generally should be good. I hope we will use the net to cross barriers and connect cultures. In 93 to 94, every browser had its own flavor of HTML, so it was very difficult to know what you could put in a web page and reliably have most of your readership see it. Anyone who has lost track of time when using a computer knows the propensity to dream, the urge to make dreams come true, and the tendency to miss lunch. I think IT projects are about supporting social systems, about communications between people and machines. They tend to fail due to cultural issues. Whatever the device you use for getting your information out, it should be the same information. It's difficult to imagine the power that you're going to have when so many different sorts of data are available. I myself feel that it is very important that my ISP supplies internet to my house like the water company supplies water to my house. It supplies connectivity with no strings attached. I suppose it's amazing when you think how many things people get involved in that don't work. The mobile web initiative is important. Information must be made seamlessly available on any device. It's interesting that people throughout the existence of the web have been concerned about monopolies. The web as I envisaged it, we have not seen it yet. The future is still so much bigger than the past. IT professionals have a responsibility to understand the use of standards and the importance of making web applications that work with any kind of device. There was a time when people felt the internet was another world, but now people realize it's a tool that we use in this world. Web pages are designed for people. For the semantic web, we need to look at existing databases. Sites need to be able to interact in one single, universal space. Intellectual property is an important legal and cultural issue. Society as a whole has complex issues to face here: private ownership versus open source, and so on. The most important thing that was new was the idea of URI or URL, that any piece of information anywhere should have an identifier, which will allow you to get hold of it. I think when you have a lot of jumbled up ideas, they come together slowly over a period of several years.